April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and here with tips for families is Dr. Tia Kim. Good morning, Dr. Kim.
Hi, Jeff.
Well, April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month, and you have a program called the Hot Chocolate Talk.
Yeah, our Hot Chocolate Talk campaign is to really bring awareness to child sexual abuse. We do know from recent research that 1 in 20 boys and 1 in 4 girls will be sexually abused before the age of 18. And these rates probably are a little bit higher, given that oftentimes this behavior is underreported. And we do know there are both short-term and long-term consequences of being abused as a child. And so we really do understand the importance of prevention of this behavior. And one key tool to being able to do that is for parents to have really open discussions around personal safety to prevent child sexual abuse from happening. And that's why we created our Hot Chocolate Talk campaign to be able to provide resources for parents to start to have these, what can oftentimes be difficult conversations.
Now, doctor, there's a significant difference between having a conversation with a child about tips to prevent abuse versus the birds and the bees.
Definitely. I think they're two different conversations. Both, of course, are important to have. But when I think about child sexual abuse prevention, I really don't think of it as having a talk about sex, or the birds and the bees. I really do think of it more in the framework of personal safety and how to keep yourself safe from this behavior that might be inappropriate.
And a great percentage of children who are abused know their abuser. And so how is a child supposed to deal with that situation?
Yeah, so I think that's a really important statistic to keep in mind is that in most cases, the majority of them, the abuser is someone that the child and the family knows very well. And so it can be very difficult for kids to let other adults know that this is happening. And that's why I think it's so crucial for parents to have these conversations with their kids about really teaching them the importance of reporting this behavior and that keeping secrets is not the right thing to do if someone is touching their private body parts in inappropriate ways.
And doctor, what is the best age for a family to have a conversation with their child about preventing abuse?
I would say that this type of conversation is important to have early on and as often as possible. So for instance, even starting in toddlerhood, I know with my own boys that I had these conversations when they were very young, and I found natural ways to do that. For instance, when I was giving them a bath or when I was helping them go to the bathroom. So I think early is always better in prevention, and then to always have these conversations as often as possible.
And it's important to establish rules for these children to follow.
Yeah, and just to create personal safety rules within your family, even when it comes to technology and being on online platforms and how to keep yourself safe in those situations as well. For instance, not giving your personal information to somebody online is another good safety rule that you can have. And that's a different safety conversation you would have, for instance, with an older child.
Also, tell me about the details of your Second Step program.
Yeah, so Second Step is our social emotional learning program. And it's a program that is used in classrooms across the country. We also have our child protection unit, which is specifically towards child sexual abuse prevention, that are skills that we teach kids in the classroom, again, around the the 3 R's of safety. So we're teaching kids how to recognize safe versus unsafe touches, how to be able to refuse that behavior if it's happening, and then also how to report it. And the Second Step program is the foundational social emotional skills that we teach that go along with our child protection program.
Dr. Kim, thank you so much for all your useful programs for families to use during Child Abuse Prevention Month. Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you so much.